Good morning students, welcome to your science online class. We were doing bones and muscles and we are doing different types of joint. In the last class we have already done the ball and socket joint and the hinge joint. Today we are going to start with pivot joint, page 55. The joint between the first and the second vertebra of the backbone is called pivot joint. We have already learned, see, this is the backbone or the vertebra, 33 small bones are there, you remember I think, and from them the first and the second vertebra of the backbone is known as pivot joint. Between that, it follows the head to turn, it allows the head to turn and left to right and also to move up and down. Experimentally see, you are keeping up, you are putting down, you are turning your head left and right, isn't it? So this pivot joint is allowing you to move your head from up to down and from left to right. Gliding joint. In this joint, the bones can slide over each other. So one bone is sliding. It is going above. Suppose this is one bone and this is the other one. One is lapsing on the other one. It is present in the wrist and ankle. It also allows side to side as well as back and forth. Wrist and ankle. See, we can move one to the other. See, one bone is lapsing on the other one. Here we can see one bone is above the other one. So one bone, when another one is sliding over another one, it is called gliding joint. So we can find it at the wrist and ankle. Now we have read about all the types of different parts of the skeleton as well as different types of joint. As I have told you, when the joint will be asked, you will write that the joints are of two types, movable and immovable. Among the movable joints, you are going to write these four types of joint. It can come as a long question also. Next, we will start with the muscular system. The bones cannot move by themselves. The muscles attached to the bones pull the bones to make them move. There are 640 muscles in our body. Together, they make up about 40% of our body weight. Just think of it, how much heavy the muscles are in our body. So bones, if you keep the bones separately, they cannot move. As the muscles are joints, they are attached to the bones. They are helping the muscles. I am moving my hand. I am moving my head. Okay. I am moving my fingers. Whatever movement I am proceeding, I am coming back. Whatever I am doing with the help of the bone and the muscles. Because bones alone cannot move. The muscles are attached with the bones and they are helping the bones to move. Total in number 640 muscles are there and together they are of 40% of the weight of our total body. Muscles are made up of tough elastic tissues. They are attached to the bones by tough bands of tissues called tendons. So the muscles are attached to the bones with the help of tendon. Muscles can only pull the bones. So muscles are only can pull. They cannot push. They cannot push. So at least two muscles are needed to move bones. Now suppose, how can I explain it? Two muscles, for example, two muscles called biceps and triceps move our lower arm and down. Now suppose it is telling the muscles they can only pull. Suppose you want to move your hand. Okay, so you want to move your hand here. Okay, now you would want to move your hand like this. Now suppose this is one bone and this is another bone. Okay, and this is the part where the muscles is lying. Okay, now as I have told you that they cannot push, they can only pull. So this muscle will pull the hand. This bone will be pulled by this bone. Understand? And then only the hand can move. Again, at the time of returning, when I am putting this bone is pulling. And again, when I am bringing it back in its own position, again this second bone is pulling back. So there is no function of pushing. Understand? So the bone is pulling, and that's why it is moving. And another bone is again pulling back. There is no function. This bone will not push back the hand to come to its original position. This bone, the second bone, if this is bone 2 and this is bone 1, then bone 1 is pulling the bone 2, and with the help of the muscle the hand is coming like this. Again, bone 1 is not pushing back, but bone 2 is pulling the hand, pulling the bone 1 back with the help of the muscle. And so it is saying that these can be done, the function of the bones can only be done by pulling, but no pushing is allowed. Pulling the hand upward like this, but muscle 2 is not pushing back this hand to its original place, but muscle 2 is again bringing back, again pulling. So there is no function of pushing, only the function of pulling is there. So pulling is going on by one muscle, and again the second muscle is pulling it back to its original place. Like example, two muscles called biceps and triceps move our lower arm and down. When we want to raise our arms, the biceps in front becomes shorter, it becomes contract and pulls the arm. So when, as I have told you, suppose this is bicep and this is tricep. Now bicep is contracting, it's pulling, doing the function of pulling, and the arm is going above. Again, when it is coming down, tricep is pulling back bicep, but there is no function of pushing. To lower the arm, the tricep at the back contracts and pull the arm down. So biceps and triceps, two muscle 1 and muscle 2, they are functioning together to move your arm up and down. Finally, we are going to read about the different types of muscles in the body. We can raise the lower arm, we can kick our leg to or right with our hand whenever we want. The muscles which control this movement in our control, which are under our control, is called voluntary muscles. So muscles which are under our control is called voluntary muscles. But you cannot control the movement of your stomach. It is controlled by the muscles that work on their own. They are called involuntary muscles, and these muscles we do not have any control. They are found in the stomach, intestine, and walls of the blood vessels, which we do not have any control. Our heart is made up of a special kind of tough muscles called cardiac muscle. It is an involuntary muscle that works throughout your lifetime without getting tired. So this is all about the chapter which we have read, that the kind of muscles are of three types. One is voluntary muscle, which works under our control. We are moving our hand, we are moving our head, we are moving our leg. These muscles are called voluntary muscles because these muscles are under our own control. But some muscles are there in our body which we do not have any control. That is the stomach of our stomach and our blood vessels, the muscles which are joined with the stomach, with our blood vessels, and intestine. We do not have any control on them, isn't it? So these are called involuntary muscles. Now the final one, the cardiac muscle, the muscle is of heart muscle, which start working right from the beginning of your life, like when the baby is in the mother's womb, when he or she is in the stomach of her mother. That time it starts 7 months before birth. The cardiac muscles start working. So this is all about the chapter. In the next class, you are going to get, in the next video, you are going to get the exercise of this chapter, and in the PDF you are going to get difference between different joints as well as difference between different muscles. So go through the PDF thoroughly. I think you will understand it easily. So thank you for today, and in next class we will continue the exercise of the chapter.